On governance, we sought to provide training in procedures for effective compliance, to do training for financial control in the local church, as well as to ensure proper management of statistical information of the records of the church. This is what was accomplished. Effective training workshops from the Secretariat on governance, the ACMS Secretariat model, as well as the ACMS Treasury module. This report will cover the 4 areas of our strategic direction: mission, spiritual growth, leadership, as well as governance. As part of mission and preparing the church for mission, departmental promotions were held in 2020 January till March 2020 in the following areas: Limpopo, Gauteng, and the Free State. Other regions could not be reached as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. On presidential visits, the following areas were covered: conference as well as local church strategy, membership, baptismal goals, virtual campaigns, as well as conference-wide baptismal days and trust funds. Even though we were set back by the COVID-19 pandemic, some form of evangelism took place throughout the conference. Our pastors and lay members continued to hold evangelistic crusades, and baptisms kept pouring in. We were never daunted by the prevailing tough circumstances of the COVID-19 pandemic, nor the depressed economic conditions, because we reminded ourselves of our mission charter as espoused in Matthew chapter 28 from verse 18 right through to 20. Districts were given baptismal goals by the SSPM. A total of 3,953 baptisms were realized. The COVID-19 pandemic provided a big opportunity for the Trans-Orange Conference to enter the virtual space. Every Sabbath from April 2020, we presented a 1-hour program on DSTV channel 265, and it was well received by members, as well as those who are not yet members, throughout South Africa and neighboring countries. 2 virtual camp meetings were conducted in 2020 and 2021 via GauTV channel 265 and other online platforms. Our members and general audience were truly blessed, as evidenced in the comments on social media. The WhatsApp prayer requests were plenty, and many had their prayers answered. Many musical groups within and without the conference participated and were immensely blessed by the church. 2 virtual campaigns were held for adults as well as youth. Important doctrinal subjects were presented, such as the second coming of Jesus Christ, the remnant church, as well as the true baptism. Pastor Peter Mapanga presented the 28 fundamental beliefs on DSTV GauTV 265. As a result, we had some people in the public space requesting for baptism. 2 virtual campaigns were conducted on GauTV, one of them targeted at the youth. The doctrines of the church were sufficiently covered, and as a result, an increase in the baptismal rate of the church was experienced. On farms, the following district farms are under the management of the conference: Elandspruit Farm in the West Rand, Heidelberg Farm in the East Rand, Zandfontein Farm, Denilton, as well as Nigel Farm. Elandspruit Farm is portion 4 of the farm. The farm is located in Gauteng, and it is situated in the former West Rand district. It has 3 boreholes, one of which is broken. The neighboring farm is a game farm, which is a plus in terms of security. The farm may be utilized for agricultural-related businesses like crop farming, maize, or even soya beans, orchard plantations, as well as a nursery. Heidelberg Farm in the East Rand. Its sandy soil may need a little bit of lime. One could plant maize for 3 years, use harrowing and rotation. While the fence requires some work, the farm has 30 hectares for cultivation. Zandfontein Farm. Zandfontein Farm is located in Boons. Boons is between Magaliesberg and Costa in the Northwest Province. It is about 69 hectares. We have about 20 cattle at the farm, while there is a caretaker responsible for taking care of the cattle. Denilton Farm in Shalom, located in Mpumalanga, is about 12 hectares. Nigel Farm, situated in the East Rand, has plenty of potential. On governance, we thank God for unity. We have seen a number of people returning from worshipping with the Alberton Group back to the TOC with offices in Orange Grove, Johannesburg. During the hard and soft lockdowns, we continue to engage all of our stakeholders, including staff, pastors, local church leaders, churches, as well as the community at large. The following methods of communication were thoroughly utilized: the Zoom platform, digital reporting of expenses, emails, YouTube, as well as social media portals like Facebook. We held different types of meetings. These included health talks, communication with regards to COVID-19 regulations, staff and pastors meetings, electronic evangelistic series, WhatsApp evangelism, cell phone evangelism, as well as the training of subcommittees, not forgetting the extensive executive committee meetings, administrative committee meetings, strategic presentations, as well as ACMS trainings on stewardship. We thank God that we were also able to experience VOP training as well as AWM certification and graduations. This includes weeks of prayers as well as youth camps. All departments were thoroughly involved.